What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming in. Obviously, as you can see by the title of the video, we're going to unbox the Yellow Jacket P51-870. But before we get started, I got a couple of shout outs I want to give. One to obviously Yellow Jacket, who's been with me for a long time. I just want to thank them for sending me this and for everything else they do for the channel. Also, I want to welcome in the newest addition sponsor to the channel, and that's House Call Pro. Guys, House Call Pro, I've been talking to them for a while now. They actually let me have the software, and I've played with it. Although I'm not in business anymore for myself, if I was, I would be on House Call Pro. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's 2019, fellas. If you own your own company, it's time to get away from paper and move into paperless. House Call Pro is fantastic. Invoicing, estimates. What I really like about it is, you can dispatching, you can schedule your job. And what I love about it the most is it'll text the customer that you're on the way. And then it'll text the customer when you're done. You can email the invoicing. You can take payments. You can do everything with credit card processing, everything with House Call Pro. If you're interested in trying the product, go to www.housecallpro.com/Israel HVAC. There'll be a link in the description when this video is over. Again, go to www.housecallpro.com/Israel HVAC. You get a free demo and you'll get a discount on the product by going to my webpage for House Call Pro, for if you decide to move forward with purchasing the product. One more time, that's www.housecallpro.com/Israel HVAC. Free demo and a discount if you decide to purchase the product. All right, so another thing, and I see for some reason my picture is not clear like it was last week. So I'm not very happy about that. I did get much better internet, but for some reason my picture is fuzzy tonight. Okay, another thing I did, instead of going get another cell phone and paying for all that crap, I did Google Voice. We talked about receiving phone calls on the last hangout. I just did Google Voice, so that way I don't have to give out my personal cell phone number. If anybody wants to call in as I'm unboxing this and ask questions, feel free. You can call 225-308-1740. Again, that's 225-308-1740. And I'll put that in the chat. You can call me as I'm unboxing if you want to ask questions. A heads up, if you call in to try to start trouble, I will simply hang up on you. When you call this number, it's going to tell you that it's Google Voice, but it does come to my cell phone. It's going to ask you to state your name. Please state your name. Again, if you want to call in and talk about the product or whatever, that's very cool. I would love to have that happen. But if you're calling in here to start trouble, it won't be tolerated. All right. So we're going to, let's get into it. I've got the box right here. Big box from Yellow Jacket. I am going to cut it open. Let's see. What's up, Steve, Justin, Andrew, Randy, the new, Robbie, Ira, Brad, Jason, Christopher. What's up, fellas? I'm going to cut this box open. All right, guys, I've got the box open. Check this out. Comes in a backpack. Very nice. How you doing, Mr. Ken? Gary, what's up? And here we are. Pipe clamps are back here. Vacuum gauge. I felt something else in that backpack. Hold on. Well, of course. Can't have it without a set of hoses. So they sent me a set of, I don't know if the hoses come with the manifold when you purchase it. I don't know. I'd have to find out. Okay, they also sent me a 3/8 vacuum hose because it is a 4-port manifold. All right, very cool. So we got a vacuum hose, a 3/8 vacuum hose for evacuation if you want to pull it through your manifold. We have a standard set of charging hoses. Now I'm going to try to open this up and actually get into it. See how easy they make that. What's up, Matt? You're good, buddy. Again, if anybody wants to call in and ask questions, 225-308-1740. Okay, as we tear into it, we have several different cords here that I will have to read up on. And this is a vacuum sensor. Here's the manifold. I'll peel the paper off. Steve, how you doing? John P, Shannon, Frank. The number to call in is 225-308-1740. All right, so here it is without the paper. The pipe clamps are on the back. Now, it is pretty much the same border and knobs and everything as the P51-870, but this is a very rugged manifold. It's very well built. It's not cheap. It's very rugged. All right, it's powering up. It looks like my picture has cleared up. Okay, I don't know how well y'all can see that. Not very well on the webcam. Okay, this is just pretty much an unboxing. But basically, what it's telling me is I have 3 options here: pressure/temperature, evacuation, or a pressure hold. Now, guys, keep in mind there will be field testing on this. Maybe even tomorrow. I may go out. We have a phone call.
Call from
Ron
Hello.
Warren.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Caller, I can't hear you.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Oh, whoever that was, I didn't have my headphones plugged up. If you want to call back, go ahead and call back. No, Shannon, I you know, this is a really, really rugged manifold. I mean, it's solid. So, Yeah, you go into the, I mean, the touch screen seems really responsive. Again, please keep in mind that there will be a field review. We're set on 410A. Yep, this is really nice. John, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's a 10, brother, on the moist. I'd say it's very moist, a very moist product. Now, here's my wife is over there laughing, looking at me like, what in the hell is he talking about? It's an inside joke with this guy. I'll explain later. So it is an analog look on a digital platform, which I really like. Again, whoever just called in, okay, it says Ron Warren. I got an email. Ron Warren, call me back. 225-308-1740. I didn't have my headphones plugged up in the right spot, so I couldn't hear you. Oh. Yes, it's very moist. Very moist. Buy it, John. I recommend it. But the touchscreen seems to be really really reactive. You know what? I need to see if this is a rechargeable. I believe this is a rechargeable manifold. Yeah, I don't believe it takes batteries. Now, not every product out there is perfect. Robbie, calls. Okay, our caller's calling back.
Call from
Ron Warren.
to accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Robbie.
Hello, Ron.
Hey, man, what's going on with you, John?
Oh, not much. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Looking at that demonstration you're doing here on YouTube, buddy, you're doing pretty good.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hey, guys, can y'all hear Ron on the phone? I want to make sure everybody can hear you. There's a little delay, so it'll take a second. Okay, they said they can hear you. What's your question, bud?
Okay. Wondering if the the field piece clamps that's on a field piece gauge.
Yep.
Would they plug into that as well, or
No.
we got to use the ones for the? Okay.
No. Are you still watching right now?
Yes. Yes.
All right. If you look at me, there might be a delay, but the field piece uses a K-type clamp, and if you look at this, it is like a headphone jack.
Okay. Okay.
Are you seeing that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So no, you're going to have to use Yellow Jackets clamps. That is one of the other downfalls to this manifold is the pipe clamps. They don't give you much slack in the wire. And they don't really plug in the best location, but not every product is perfect.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
I like the color of it and everything, man. It's really, I've got to get me one.
Yeah, I mean it's a digital I mean, you get like the analog look but on a digital platform.
Right.
And it's very, you can tell it's very well built. Yes, it has a built-in micron gauge, Robbie. So yeah. Anything else I can help you with, Ron?
Oh, no, sir, man. You answered my questions. I'm gonna keep watching your video here.
Well, man, I appreciate you calling in. Because I was hoping somebody would, so I could see how that worked out.
All right, man. See you, man.
Thanks, man.
All right.
All right. Well, that was pretty cool. No, it's not, Jason. It's not wireless. Yeah, Joe Shear made a good point. I don't know if the iManifold ones would work. I would imagine that they would, but because it's the same plug-in. But okay, so a couple negatives about the manifold, because there is no perfect product. for me anyway, I don't really like where the pipe clamps store. It can be kind of a pain. And then your probes plug in on the back here. And they don't give you much slack on your wire. So would have been nice if they would have been wireless. And also the hook. The hook is it's just like the ones on the analogs. You know, you can't bend it. You can turn it. You can turn it, but you cannot bend it like the field piece and the testo. So it's basically, it is what it is. You get what you get. Oh, my good buddy Matt's calling in.
Call from
Matt Tidwell.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, John. I figured I'd call and see how that thing works. Quick question.
Okay.
It does have a vacuum port on it, correct?
Yes,
A
right,
micron gauge built in.
right here. It comes with this.
Hold on, let me get my screen back up. Oh, gotcha.
And you plug this into the back of the manifold.
Now, what is that? I missed what you said.
You plug that into the back of the manifold, that little piece that I just showed.
Okay, and that goes to what?
I would imagine that would go. You probably have to tee this in. You'd have to tee it in.
Gotcha.
With your suction line or something is what I would think.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the vacuum hose, it gives you a vacuum hose, I'm assuming, huh? It's 1/2 inch or 3/8?
It's 3/8. Now I don't know if they sent me this to demo and stuff, so I don't know if every one of these comes with a set of hoses and a vacuum hose. I mean it very well could. I'm not positive about that though.
Oh, I got you. So they just sent you the manifold. Okay. Last question. Sometimes I'm working at night or it's hard to see. My S-Mans, my field piece S-Mans, they have a backlight on it. You know, just like the meters, you could light up the blue screen.
Yep.
How about that one?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's always lit because it's touch screen.
Gotcha.
See this one doesn't have buttons. This one is completely touch screen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
Yep.
But man, I wonder how, if it was to rain or if rain drops, you know, if that would mess it up. You know how like on your tablet or phone, if water drops on it like sweat or something,
right,
it makes the screen jump.
I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna do some reading up on it and see if it is waterproof or not.
Gotcha. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. I'm enjoying the video like always. Just figured I would give you a holler.
Thank you for calling, bud.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
What's up, Ted? All right, so we discussed the hook and the positioning of the pipe clamps. In the sunlight, Tony, I would imagine it would be okay. Like I said, I've never used it before. I literally just unboxed it. So I've never used it. I'm probably going to go hook it up to my unit tomorrow and do some filming on it because I need to check my charge anyway. So, yeah, I'll probably play with this thing tomorrow and get some video on it, and I can really answer more questions then. But this was basically just I just wanted to get on here and unbox it live for y'all. I mean, I can answer some of the basic questions like, like kind of like what Matt asked and like what Ron asked when he called in. But as far as performance yet, I can't really say because I haven't tested it yet, but I look forward to testing it. Christopher, can you Bluetooth your phone? I don't think so. Yeah, John, I was, I'm not going to be picky. The Yellow Jacket was nice enough to send me this manifold. They didn't have ball valves on them or low loss. So what I'll do is I'll go buy me a pack of the, you know how you can buy the pack of 3, just the little ball valves that have no hoses on them. I'll just buy those and screw them on. So still doing no heats in Canada, huh? I'm looking through the instruction manual and I don't see anything about Bluetoothing it to the weight. Yes, you can. You can Bluetooth this to your phone. I'm reading number 17 right there. You can download the Yellow Jacket app or you can scan these QR codes and yes, you can see everything. Yeah, the Mantooth app, I guess. So we'll test that too when I use it. I'll make sure and have a separate camera. We'll see how the range is on it. But yes, you can Bluetooth it to your phone. I did not know that. So that's another great advantage for the product. So John, now that I know that you can Bluetooth it, it makes it very moist. This is a very moist product. All right. Anything else you guys, or does anybody else have any questions or they'd like to call in and ask? I will get it all hooked up. All the hoses put on it. It's going to go in the service truck, but not before I use it on my own house and get some video on it. Yeah, you know what? Chance, I don't see him in the chat, but he was asking like how would this affect it with Joey. It's from what I can see, it's rechargeable. I don't see anywhere to change batteries. I do see a charging port, so I'm going to say that this is a rechargeable manifold. I do, because there's no place to change batteries. Anyway, Chance asked how the and if anybody knows the answer to this, please feel free to write it in the chat or call me. Chance joins the hangouts every weekend. And he was asking, he said he wears gloves, those Gorilla gloves that you can get at Home Depot that you buy there. They last like a couple weeks and then you throw them away. And he wanted to know how the touch screen would react with those gloves on. So I believe I have a pair of those gloves. I'm going to put those on, try it like that. Or does anybody else possibly know how, if you've used this, does it work good with gloves? I mean, as far obviously we have somebody in the chat that knows a little bit about this manifold, maybe more than I do because I just got it. But he was asking how many refrigerants. It looks like he says it's got 126 different refrigerants. I'm looking through the thing here. I don't see. Okay, another thing is you can turn down the brightness and stuff like that on your screen. I'm not seeing how many refrigerants it has. Once I see that, I'll but guy in the chat said that it's got 126 different refrigerants. Joe Shear wants to see if you can just touch on it with like I have a pen with a tablet pusher, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, well, I'm using a marker and it's reacting to the marker. So obviously it doesn't work off of heat. It's reacting to this Milwaukee marker. Every time I touch it, it does fine. So I imagine that the gloves would not be an issue. Hey, Frank, if you don't like what you're watching, man, hit the road, dude. But this was, you know, I don't have all the answers right now. I never said I did. This was simply just an unboxing video. As I do more testing with it, you know, then we'll go from there. But that's all this was about tonight, was just unboxing it and showing the product. It's a rechargeable battery, Matt. Rechargeable. It comes with a cord, with a USB cord. You can charge it in your truck or wherever. What's up, Curtis? It's mild and muggy, a little humid, kind of muggy. So, well, guys, that's all I got for this one. Anybody else? Any questions? Would anybody else like to call in before I shut this down? Well, no, Frank, I agree. I'm glad that he knows that information. I mean, yeah, I see what you wrote, but I mean, no, I didn't do no homework on it. Because I literally unboxed the product in front of y'all. So yeah, I didn't, you know. Yeah, John, HVAC, it's I know you're not the one that asked about the weather, but it's very moist here. Christopher, the number is 22. Well, I lost my paper because I just got the number. Here it is. 225-308-1740. 225-308-1740. We'll take if he calls in, we'll take his call, and then that'll be about it for this one. Yes, John, it's always moist here. Always moist. It's always moist in Louisiana, that's for sure. Yeah, Louisiana girls stay moist too, John. Yeah. Louisiana girls stay very moist. Hey, you know what, man? Hernandez, you know what? I don't even, you know, I don't care if you're here, but I don't even know why you're here because, dude, I know how you are, and I know a lot of, I know the things you've said about me. So I know you don't like me. So, you know, as long as you're cool in here, I don't care, but I don't understand why you're here. I'll give it a couple more minutes, see if any more questions come through or if the phone rings. If not, we will shut this mother down. I've been on here for about an hour, so that should be good. Wait, was it an hour? What time did I, or no, I've been on here about 30 minutes. What time did I started this at 7 o'clock. I've been on here about 30 minutes. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. James says he just spilled his drink. All right, guys, just a couple more minutes. Oh, we got a phone call coming in.
Call from
John P.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
John P., how are you?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Oh, I can't complain.
Hey, you know, I just wanted to call in and just say, hey, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I really appreciate, you know, what you put out there and doing what you're doing, especially for us technicians that we can, you know, call in, put our input in. I just wanted to say I really appreciate it, and I like what you're doing.
Well, man, I appreciate you calling in and saying that. You know, that's why I continue to do these videos, is because when people like you call and say that, because there was a couple times where I almost shut it down, especially after all the big drama stuff happened. But because of guys like you that say those kind of things is why I have not stopped.
Yeah, and you know what? In this field, you have jerks.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. You have jerks. I mean, I've worked for a few companies. You have jerks, but then you have guys who are not afraid to share information and to really. We're all out there. I mean, the people that do this and enjoy doing it, we're about helping each other and helping each other in the trade and telling each other about new products and, you know, what have you guys liked and what have we share it. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I try to do the best that I can, but I appreciate you. Man, thank you for calling and thank you for the kind words.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks again.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, you know, that's that kind of stuff right there is what keeps me doing this. So I really appreciate him calling in and saying that. Tony, thank you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. David, I don't own a set of Testo 557s, but I do own some Testo 550s. The caller was John P, a guy named John P. He's in the chat. I can compare him to that if you'd like, but tomorrow I'm going to go out to my unit because I need to check the charge on my unit anyway, and I will I'll do a video on these of using them and connecting them to the phone and stuff. So I'll try to get it uploaded tomorrow. I don't promise anything, but we'll see what happens. And don't forget, tomorrow night, guys, is the hangout, the annual Saturday night hangout. So it'll be at either 9 or 9:30 Central Standard Time. I usually do it at 9 or 9:30. I don't know yet. I'll announce it in the Brotherhood group and put it on a post on YouTube and other stuff like that. Well, Ted, I'm not gonna stay on tonight, man, because I'm coming on tomorrow night, and I'm gonna be on here from either 9 or 9:30 till midnight. So if anybody wants to come in here and join in, you can send me an email. Yes, they have a pressure test thing. You can if you want to come in the hangout tomorrow night, send me an email at jisraelhvac@gmail.com. You can come on in here. You don't have to show your face. You can hide your face just like this. See how I did that and see how it's just my thumbnail? You don't have to show your face. People will just see your thumbnail, but you still be able to talk and interact. Or you can turn your camera on like this, whatever you want to do. Again, send me an email at jisraelhvac@gmail.com. Don't forget the letter J in front of Israel HVAC. Tell me who you are. I'll put you in the contact list to send you a link to the hangout. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of this new product. I mean, I know it's not brand new, but it is one of the newer products to hit the HVAC market. I'm excited to use it. We'll do that tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night on the hangout. Take care.